What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new product that's going to more than double the life of your Nintendo Switch. So BigBlue reached out to me, and this is the Nintendo Switch battery case. And the main reason I'm reviewing this now is because, well, I've been doing a lot of Stage Builder, and as you can tell from my videos, Stage Builder is so much easier to do in handheld mode where you're actually able to touch everything and make your life that much easier. My battery life has not been great, admittedly. So this product right here is going to be a full case for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I have taken a look at some of these before, and one of the main drawbacks of it is the weight, and also the unequalness between the Joy-Cons and the unit itself. Inside of here we have the actual case and a USB-C cable. Nice. So the case is essentially three pieces. Here is the main unit. At the top we have this piece that kind of folds up and down. On the back we have on-off, a battery input, a quick charge output, which is super nice, a really diesel footstand that goes back definitely more than the default kickstand. That would be 45, so let's say about 50, maybe 60 degrees. And then at the bottom here we have a USB-C input that's for the Nintendo Switch itself. And putting it in is really super simple. You just line up the bottom USB-C, you plug it in there, there we go, and we fold the top flap down, and boom, now we are good to go. You may have even seen the console battery life guy pop up, and the Joy-Con attachments just pop on, super easy, and you are good to go. Now, as you see at the top, you still have access to the power, the volume, the game card, the headphone jack, as well as the vents being non-obstructed. At the bottom, at the back, the vents are not obstructed. This actually goes straight through to the Nintendo Switch. You could actually see the vents back there. And then I'd assume in tabletop mode, it's not really much of a difference. It's just that thin piece of plastic. That is rigid. I like that. I like that in a kickstand. The Joy-Cons can still come off because they've added a button press right there that activates the glide rails. And also, just for poops and laughs, as if it was necessary, there's also a spot for an SD card and a spot for a game card to be sitting in there. So, say for example you have 3 games that you play and you want to take this in handheld mode, well boom, you're good to go. Now the biggest drawback to something like this is heavy. This more than doubles, possibly even triples the weight of your Nintendo Switch. So, you would most likely be playing this if you're going to be doing handheld mode. You would most likely be playing this if it's flat against a surface or angled upon a surface to take some of the weight off, whether that be your leg, a lap, a tabletop like this, something just to get the weight off, because oh boy, you would not have fun playing this. This is like I'm holding a Game Gear. I don't know if you know what a Game Gear is, kids born during the 2000s, but it's like a Switch, but by Sega, and not good. So, after setting it up for tabletop mode, which that's a very healthy angle that we could be viewing at, I would have liked it to go back a full 90 degrees. The Joy-Con holders actually now give you the feeling of a Pro controller. Not only does this come out significantly, but now your orientation of your hand is different. So instead of being upright with your Joy-Con and having this weirdness going on, with this on, and thusly whatever happens when you have a Pro controller, your orientation on your hand is now angled, making it that this is now primary, and the X is a little bit of a stretch, but I have tiny girl hands, and it's just so much more comfortable to hold. So you can actually just be going through and playing whatever game, like Stage Builder in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's just so much nicer to hold. And then you could also come in here and you could draw whatever you need to draw. I've actually been using this kind of frequently. I have a different one, not the one I just took out of the box. They sent me over a couple of them. And me being able to come in here and like really mess around with how I want things to be. So I could draw my shapes, no problem. And then, of course, I still have my full controller controls right here. And this has actually been how I've been enjoying my tabletop experience for Smash Ultimate Stage Builder. They sent me over this a while ago, and I just haven't found like the perfect use for it in my life. And if I don't have the perfect use for it in my life, I don't know of great examples to give you guys, otherwise it's just speculation. Where I've seen this excel over other similar products is we have a full quick charge out. So say for example you wanted to charge your phone based off of this, or your Pro controller, or if you have a Joy-Con charge grip, you could totally do that. It charges with USB-C, which is so nice and so welcome, because I don't know why, a lot of these people, they just decide to do micro USB, but everything else for the Switch is USB-C, so everything should be USB-C. By the way, this is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and while it's not the lightest, it's about the same price as you would find a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, which on Amazon you could find them between, I don't know, $30 to $50. This is in that sweet spot right at $40. So for $40, you get yourself a pretty solid battery pack right here. So say for example you don't have your Switch with you, boom, it's a battery pack. It's a bit big for 10,000 milliamp hours to just be a battery pack, admittedly. But with your Switch in there, having that extra battery life and the holders for the Joy-Cons, this is kind of one of those accessories that's a few accessories in one. Overall, I love it, and this is something I actually use on the day-to-day. It's obviously not the best for capturing video because, you know, it's angled toward me, but when I'm not on video and I'm making crazy stages like this one, which is my attempt at making Whomp's Fortress from Super Mario 64, this is what I use for that. And again, I'm not too crazy about playing it in handheld mode, but for tabletop mode, if you're a tabletop person and you have a top of a table to play with, this is a premium experience. 10 out of 10 recommend. The only way I think this could be improved on even more is the USB on the back does not attach to the Nintendo Switch. So you are not able to plug in, say for example, a USB controller or anything like that. So you are limited to only wireless controllers for the Nintendo Switch with this battery pack. And really, other than the weight, which it's a giant battery, so that's what it is, it's not that bad of a drawback. With the quick charge in and the quick charge out, the thing charges pretty fast. I'm not mad at it. It's pretty fantastic, and has a 2-year warranty on the entire unit. So if it stops charging, you have any issues, you drop it and it stops working, boom, you send it back, you get a new one, done. So guys, I'm obviously very picky about the products that I review and the brand deals that I do here on the channel. I want to know your opinions. I really try to make it so it's only products that I use in my day-to-day that I think could be conventional. So leave a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.